Hi. If you've clicked on this, you're probably in a place I know all too well. You're stressed. Stretched thin. Maybe you're trying to smile in front of your kids while your heart's racing about bills, rent, or the next grocery run. I get it. I'm a single mom. And this is how I've learned to cope with financial stress. Not from some textbook or perfect Pinterest plan, but from real life, from late-night panic, balancing overdue notices, and wondering how the heck I'm going to make it through the month. My story with financial stress didn't begin when I became a mom. It started when I became a single mom. I didn't plan for it. Life just happened. One day I was managing okay, the next, it was just me and my toddler, and a rent bill I had no idea how to cover. I remember staring at my bank app one night at 1 a.m., hoping maybe the numbers had changed. Spoiler, they hadn't. It was $17.86. That's all I had until payday. That kind of stress doesn't just sit in your head. It sits in your chest. It lives in your stomach. It keeps you up, and it eats you alive while you're smiling through bedtime stories. Being a single mom is like being the captain of a ship in a storm. With no map, no co-captain, and kids depending on you to steer steady. And the money stress? It's constant. Groceries have gone up. Daycare feels like a second rent. Birthday parties? Forget it. And let's not even talk about the guilt of saying not this month for the 5th time. It's not just about surviving the month, it's the mental math you do every time you open your wallet. The weight of every no you have to give your child. It chips away at your confidence. And makes you feel like no matter how hard you work, you're failing. I'll be honest. My biggest fear? That I won't be able to provide for my child. That someday she'll feel the anxiety I try so hard to hide. That she'll notice the tears I cry behind the shower curtain or the way I pretend everything's fine when I'm not. There were nights I'd lie awake, afraid the car would break down or I'd lose my job. Because when you're already stretched thin, one thing going wrong can tip it all over. And then there's the shame. Society loves to judge. Like somehow if you're struggling, you must have done something wrong. But let me say this right now. If you're listening to this and feeling that shame, let it go. You're doing the best you can in a system that often doesn't make it easy. Okay, now comes the part that took me time to figure out. How I've coped. How I am coping. Because let's be real, I haven't figured it all out. But I've found things that help. And I want to share them with you. I got honest about my money. I used to avoid looking at my accounts. But facing the numbers gave me power. I started tracking everything, even the small things. It wasn't fun, but it helped me make real decisions, not emotional ones. I stopped pretending I could do it all. Some weeks, I meal plan like a champ. Other weeks, it's grilled cheese 3 nights in a row. And you know what? That's okay. I found small ways to earn. I picked up side gigs I could do from home, surveys, virtual assistant work, even selling clothes online. It didn't make me rich, but every little bit helped me breathe easier. I talked to someone. Not always a professional. Sometimes just another mom at daycare who looked like she got it. Sharing my story reminded me, I wasn't alone. We all carry something. I applied for help. I used to feel guilty about government support. Until I realized, it's not weakness. It's there for situations like mine. And every bit of food stamps, housing help, or school lunch coverage helped keep us stable. I started a small emergency fund. I know it sounds impossible when you're stretched thin. But even saving $5 a week gave me confidence. It meant I could cover a forgotten field trip or emergency meds without spiraling. I practiced saying no without guilt. No, I can't go out to eat this weekend. No, I can't buy new clothes right now. Boundaries saved me more than budgeting apps ever did. Here's something I didn't expect to learn. How I think about money affects how I feel about myself. Once I stopped tying my worth to how much I earned, I started feeling more in control, even when things were tight. I started celebrating small wins. Like, hey, I paid all my bills this month. Or even, I asked for help, and that took guts. I began teaching my daughter little lessons too. Not fear around money, but awareness. We talk about saving, giving, and planning. I want her to know that money doesn't define us, but how we manage it does matter. I'm not here to glamorize struggle. Financial stress is exhausting. Being a single mom comes with sacrifices people don't always see. But I also want to tell you this. You are strong. You are resourceful. You are doing the work of two people and showing up every day for your kids. That matters more than anything money can buy. Create a bare-bones budget. This shows you your actual needs versus wants. Start there, then build up. Use free budgeting tools to track, reflect, adjust. Meal plan around sales. I base our meals on what's on discount that week. It saves more than you'd think. Reach out to local charities or churches. Many offer school supplies, food pantries, or utility support. It's okay to ask. Automate a tiny savings transfer. Even $2 a week. Set it and forget it. Consider community swaps. Clothing swaps, toy swaps, even babysitting exchanges. I've saved hundreds that way, and built friendships too. Practice gratitude journaling. I know, it sounds cheesy. But writing down 3 things I'm grateful for every night helped me stay anchored in hope. If you're in the thick of it right now, I want you to hear this. You're not alone. Your stress is valid. But your story isn't over. Financial pressure is real. But so is your resilience. So is your creativity. And so is your love for your child, which is worth more than gold.
Keep going, Mama. You've got this. And even if no one else says it today, I'm proud of you.
If this story helped you feel seen, share it with another parent who might need it.